Okay, so on this one, I've rewritten the problem down here. So we're supposed to simplify. Now, question is, can we just come in here? You can tell by my tone the answer is no. And just go, that just cancels, leaves x to the 1, and x squared goes in here, leaves x to the 1, and we can go 8 divided by 4, that leaves 3, that leaves 2. Now, that's all baloney and illegal procedure. Why? Because you can't, they're added and subtracted items. You cannot cancel added, subtracted items, right? You cannot cancel added, subtracted items. Well, then what do? Instead, factor. And it says you can only cancel multiplied items. You can only cancel multiplied items. So, okay. So I got to factor the top and the bottom. Now, top's fairly easy to factor. Bottom will be harder. On the top, I'm going to take out x cubed. Right? They have x cubed in common, and that leaves x plus 8. Are you okay with that right there? Because x, right? Because I looked at these guys and they both have x. You take the lower one, right? They both have x cubed in common. That's what they share. So then x cubed times x goes back to x squared, and x cubed times 8 goes back. So the top is pretty easy. Now the bottom is more tricky. Let me do that over here. Factor that. So first take out an x. Right, because they all have x in common, notice. That'll leave x times x squared plus x times 12x plus x times 32. Is that making sense? X times x is, I'm sorry, x times x squared is x cubed. X times 12x would be 12x squared. X times 32 would be 32x. And now we can go a little bit further. Now leave that x in the front there. But now we're going to do the two parentheses. Remember all that business? Where we do multiply, add, multiply, we can go further, and that'll be x times x in the front to be x squared. And now what multiplies to be 32? You can use your calculator. It's going to be 8 times 4 to be 32, and those are both plus, and then they'll add to be 12. So there it is. Let's bring it over here. X plus 8, x plus 4. So I bring that right there, right? So that's the factorization. So I factored the top and the bottom. Now you're free to cancel stuff. Okay, so what cancels? Well, certainly the x plus 8, because now they're multiplied. You can only cancel multiplied items. But by factoring, I made them become multiplied items. That's what factoring does. It makes things become multiplied. So now you can cancel multiplied items. I can cancel the x plus 8. And what about can I cancel out here with these guys? Absolutely, they're multiplied items. So this cancels one of these, leaving x squared. So what are we left with? We're left with on the top, just x squared, and on the bottom, just x plus 4. And that's it. That's as far as we can go. Now you might say, well, can we cancel this and this? No, because this x is an added item, right? We cannot cancel added or subtracted items. We can only cancel multiplied items. It was okay here. This x was times, right? He wasn't added or subtracted. He was a multiplied x. So yeah, he canceled into x cubed. And right, you know what happened there, right? Because x cubed is really 3 x's and x on the bottom is 1x. So one of these canceled one of these, and that left us with x squared on the top. That's what really happened there. And then the x plus 8's canceled, and you have an x plus 4 left over on the bottom. You don't need the parentheses around it anymore because there's nothing to separate it from anymore. Just leave it right here. And again, you cannot cancel these x's because this one on the bottom is an added item. So there's the final answer.